Hey everybody, welcome back to WeLikeDota and the WeLikeDota Community Night. Sorry, that music's a little loud. I'm gonna change my sound settings here.
Reserve time.
Be a little bit better.
Dyer's pick.
Nope, I've still decided that it's distracting. Hang on. Apologies for the technical difficulty.
Alchemist.
Radiant's pick.
Okay, and we're back. Sorry, guys.
Zeus.
This is the WeLikeDota Community Night.
Radiant's
We've
band.
got a team of .p Fafnir, Pretty Bunnies, Neil, Twitch.tv 20 Inside, Propitiation on the team of Worthful Nuts, which is Dyer. And on the other side, we've got FIL Karma, FIL Mike's
10
Curse,
seconds to
the
go.
Evil Walrus, Setbellow, and Rave. Welcome, guys. Hope you have a good game.
5 seconds.
Okay, now to take a look at the picks and bans that I missed coming into the game.
Reserve time.
Interesting. Slardar and Spearbreaker, both strong in the current meta.
Dyer's band.
Spearbreaker's actually been a strong offlaner lately. And we've got a ban on the Undying, which was kind of a strong player from the last meta. Carries over a little bit of strength into this one as well, of course. Doom is a current player.
10 seconds
And
to go.
Broodmother. Winter Wyvern, of
5
course, being
seconds.
a current favorite pick in terms of some team fight or lane domination strategies.
Reserve time.
And Zeus tops the leaderboard for mid players in theory. Also could be a support player,
Radiant's band.
but his win percentage is actually pretty high on Dota buff as well. AA, my actual favorite Dota hero. A lot of utility. Just kind of a role player.
10 seconds to go.
He's not exactly a reliable
5
stun,
seconds.
but he's a reliable life gain canceling type hero. It excludes a lot
Reserve
of possible
time.
picks. Anybody who really needs lifesteal suffers greatly if there's an AA on the board. At least if they're on the enemy team. Alchemist currently enjoying a bit of a resurgence as well. I've heard a lot of mixed opinions about his efficacy. Whether or not he actually, statistically speaking, helps your team or not. At least in the in subtle ways in the end game in terms of his farm advantage and what he does with it. But
Dyer's band.
oh, and the other thing is that he doesn't seem to be as hard a carry as he was when he was previously in meta. I feel like in a lot of ways the current meta is faster than it used to be, at
10
least during
seconds to go.
the last sort of patch revision in the last major season. And
5 seconds.
as a result, some of these
Dyer's pick.
late game farming type carries have a little bit of a hard time competing against a
Radiant's
cohesive
pick.
strategy.
Dusk.
Of course, I
Dyer's
say that,
pick.
but Spectre, I don't know what to do with you, Spectre. You are still leading the Dota buff chart. High win percentage. High KDAs, of course. Though I think a lot of times that's on the back of his assists rather than his kills. I mean, don't get me wrong, he's a strong late game carry who, like, probably one of the hardest carries in the game, and
10
can get a lot of
seconds
kills,
to
but
go.
I guess what I'm saying is, even in pubs, even if
5
Spectre isn't played
seconds.
well, his haunt allows him to pick up a lot of assists, which sort of overinflates, in my opinion, his position on
Reserve
the
time.
game impact board on Dota buff. But hey, that's fine. Anyway, you can get some KDA ratios, right? So Tusk and Juggernaut, they're both kind of damage-dealing heroes. I mean, there's subtlety to both of them, but at the end of the day, really push out DPS. Tusk kind of does what Tusk
Radiant's
does
pick.
with his Snowball, Initiation, Ice Shards, Walrus Punch, which I always find kind of cartoony. That whole kapow, like as if it's a comic book caption thing is kind of silly to me. Then Juggernaut. What can I say about Juggernaut? I mean, probably nothing you haven't already heard. But it'll be interesting to see what he builds into.
10
like,
seconds
whether or
to
not he's going to
go.
go, like, Blade Fury, Omni Slash, or...
5 seconds.
It seems like every build he has is... I won't say exactly cheese, but... Come on, it feels like cheese when you get hit by it.
Reserve time.
So we've got a late Dazzle pickup on the Dire side. I feel like that's more of a... it's kind of a support role. Kind of utility. They don't really have anything else that's going to build negative armor strat. I mean, unless Alchemist highly itemizes into it, but I don't expect that to happen. My guess is he's just kind of a role player, there to shallow grave and heal when necessary, that kind of thing.
Earth Shaker.
Dire's ban.
An interesting pickup on Earthshaker. Broodmother's already gone. I don't know if that's,
Radiant's ban.
if they know something I don't. If they're trying to ward off a Meepo pick or something crazy. Maybe a PL, I don't know. Or hey, maybe they just
10
needed a solid
seconds to
support,
go.
and that was what somebody was favoring.
5 seconds. 5 seconds. Dire's pick.
We're into reserve time, going deep into the tank, looking for a another role player here. Probably some kind of mid. Unless they're going to take Alk mid or something, but no, I would expect them to pick up strong mid here. There's a Viper. A good, solid,
Radiant's
dependable
pick.
lane dominator. Doesn't do a whole lot late game, so they're, I mean, though I suppose Juggernaut doesn't exactly scale into the late game as well as some either. It's kind of a mid to mid-late game-ish kind of carry.
10 seconds to go.
I don't know. Maybe they're just hedging their bets. Maybe they just want the lane domination. Just come in, have a
5
good game.
seconds.
Of course, maybe they wanted his harass against the Zeus. And he does have some magic resistance, so I guess that's not so bad in his corrosive skin. So... that's not bad if there's a Zeus on the board either. I guess that makes some sense. On the other side of the map, they've got a choice to make. Got the Ember Spirit. Probably carry. I think Zeus needs the levels at mid. We're gonna see. So good luck, guys. Hope you guys all have a good game. And to all of our audience members, thanks for watching. If you're ever interested in playing in one of these games, you should check us out. We play every Wednesday night, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can find information on that at WeLikeDota.reddit.com. While you're at it, check out the We Like Dota podcast. Easily available on iTunes. That's We Like Dota, all one word. Under a pause so that Winter Wyvern can reconnect, but in the meantime, I'm going to run down who's on what. We've got Pretty Bunnies, who is, he's got a nice Juggernaut set here. Goes Blade Fury first. We've got .P Fafnir on Alchemist. Duo Inside is going to be on Viper. Neil on Dazzle, and Propitiation on Ancient Apparition. Mango. Okay. Well, let's see what we've got going on Radiant. We've got Set Bellow on the Ember Spirit. Zeus is going to be piloted by Rave. Midas Curse is going to be on Tuskar. Walrus, the Evil Walrus is going to be on the Earthshaker, and Karma is going to be on Winter Wyvern. Looks like everybody was in the middle of shopping, so no big clues yet on what people are going to go. Oh, we do have a courier, though. Which one is this one? Genuine Wyvern. Okay. Alrighty, we're back underway. So we'll see if the Dire side is going to guard a rune so that the Alchemist can pick it up. Remember that he does gain the bonus for picking up a rune. What was it, 1.5 or something? 50% bonus? I don't play Alch, so I don't actually know. All I know is they always want runes. Looks like they're going to go top with it. 3 role players going top, Viper going bottom, and Ancient Apparition going to follow up. Let's see if he skills his Chilling Touch, his glowy hands thing. That's his E ability. Gives everybody a slightly decreased attack speed, but a bonus 50 magical damage. It's an AoE, always casts on himself. A great level 1 skill, possibly the first in the game, if you can coordinate it. Now, when I play AA, I find, at least in my MMR, though, I would not be surprised if it happens in other MMRs too, that Chilling Touch is terrible, because people do not communicate and they do not play together. But he's going to go Chilling Touch first, so we'll see if they can push some damage on this bottom rune. They did Audible. They're going to go for the bottom rune. It's going to be a bit of a fight. Winter Wyvern is there.
And here we go.
AA on the scouting.
Oh, that would be
We'll take that.
Which easily allows Alk to pick up that first rune. Zeus, on the other hand, picked up the other rune. Pull up game stats to make sure we're on the last hit menu. Okay, so actually we're going to have Viper to go off lane. Alk will take the mid. Not a bad call. Got a couple of pings. Looks like they are thinking about a rotation, possibly seeing where they can be most effective with the Chilling Touch. Jug is getting a little bit of solo XP. Does he have the penguin? Sorry, I'm a little obsessed with the... Okay, so that was just an ice shard. Alright. Alright. Just wondering, because that penguin set is cool. You have to admit. Good block to allow an escape. I think Tusk could have walked away from that. They don't have a big stun, and Omni Slash, of course, is at level 6, so they don't have any options to actually have cut him down, but that's alright. It was a good zoning block anyway. Looks like Alk is getting the upper hand of Zeus in the early game, though Zeus does have his bottle, so he'll be able to regen quite a bit coming up. Alk also has his bottle. So it's going to be a war of the regen and harass. Alk with the acid spray, and the Zeus with all of his electrical fields and such. Now keep in mind, Zeus was on the high ground, Alk couldn't see him there. Oh, I was wrong. Because of
Radiant's mid tower's coming apart.
Apologies, didn't even notice.
Middle is missing.
Alk doing a good job of controlling the runes here. Ember's going to look to move back. They almost had him cut off. Winter Wyvern coming in to support. Seems like the communication is alright so far, and everybody's playing team-friendly, which is always a plus. This is one advantage we have in these custom lobbies as opposed to being in a pub match. Guys are all friendly here, so it's kind of nice. Viper, seeing if he can get some more slow, but Ember Spirit just a little bit too fast. I think his base speed is actually pretty high. Winter Wyvern with a pull.
Middle is missing.
Zeus and Alk are about even on last hits at mid. Winter Wyvern shifting to his flight ability, where he can evade terrain, but still getting cut down by the team.
First blood with a poison twist.
So Viper with first blood.
Had to happen. Radiant's mid tower's getting banged up.
Alk is running for the bounty rune. I don't think anybody's going to be able to cut him off there.
Middle is missing.
Ember Spirit does not have remnants. No way to contest. So, Alk having a decent game. The tricky part is, can he translate that gold advantage into a team advantage here coming up?
Top is missing.
Bottom lane
It'll
is
also
missing.
be interesting to see if he decides to share any Aghanims around.
Middle is missing.
So we're back to 2-1-2. Winter Wyvern getting cut down by Viper.
None forget the bite.
Well played, Viper. One of the dangerous things about Viper is, between that poison and, you know, his big poison, basically his Q and his R abilities. The reason that he is a lane dominator is because he can play the attrition game well, he can orb walk, and also
Missing top.
the fact that he slows you down with his poison as well as doing damage makes the
lane is missing.
the steps where you're kind of out of position, in other words, playing far enough forward where your health can't save you, you can't just walk away. It changes the balance of that, so if you're not aware of how much you get slowed down, it can actually make it so that you feel like you're safe, but that he could still slow you and you can't get away. I think that's one of the reasons why Viper is so strong in the lower MMR tiers, is because people can't judge like when they're out of position very well. And Viper abuses that a lot.
Top.
Bottom lane is missing.
Doing a good job with the
could use a hand.
Azzy ring off. Or Ring of Aquila off, I apologize. And Winter Wyvern able to secure the haste rune and get that away from the Alchemist. So Alchemist heads back to mid, empty-handed, empty-bottled. A little tough. Top rune is already gone. So he's gonna bottle Crow. Smart play.
Missing bottom.
Gotta have that regen in this attrition-based fight here at mid. Jug using his spin to get away. Remember that he is magic immune when he does that. Good scouting ice shard.
Missing top.
That does give him vision as it goes out.
Missing top. Denied.
Top is missing.
Looks like they're gonna go on the Winter Wyvern. See if Ember Spear can save him. When Winter Wyvern uses that ability, he is actually able to pass in impassable terrain.
Missing top.
Which is kind of nice. Oh, they've got a snowball going in. Ancient Apparition falls to the combination. Earthshaker Snowball. Juggernaut looking to post some harass damage on him, but he's a little bit too slow now. He doesn't have the phase boot, so he can't catch up. That is one of the tricks with the spin, is that when you use Blade Fury, you can actually, in the middle of it, still activate your phase boots. You can also right-click.
Middle is missing.
So, just walking next to people is, or chasing them round booted, does not actually apply as much damage as possible. There's a smoke. Looks like Zeus is going to look for a kill. He's going top. They know that the AA is going to have a bit of a time getting back into lane. So they're going to go for it. They're going early. There's the spin. He is magic immune, so he's going to get away on that. But they still might try to take advantage of this. Zeus still has smoke. They're able to scout
Top
with
is
it, but
missing.
now smoke breaks.
I will Radiant's mid towers
And
get
Jug
banged
has
up.
most of his health back, and he's trying to charge up Clarity, but he's going to lose it right there. There's a big Thunderbolt. Zeus decides to ult. There's the Snowball. They get 2 kills off of that, and a rotation is just too late to save anybody. It was a good try. Zeus on the run now. He's turning it around. Willing to go back in. A little dangerous though, especially with Viper coming up behind him. And Zeus gets cut down by poison in the slow.
I'm your god
Whoops,
too.
sorry. And now
Top
AA
is
is
missing.
back there under tower, not able to save the Viper. We've got another TP coming in though.
Radiant's mid tower could use a hand.
That Echo Slam hurt.
Juggernaut!
Juggernaut
Radiant's
walking with the
structures
Blade
must be
Fury.
fortified. Radiant's mid tower's coming apart.
Gonna Omni Slash into it.
Radiant's mid tower's in trouble.
It's a little low. Do we have 6 on AA? No. And nuked from the
Face
Zeus.
up to your mortality.
He's got really good range with that W.
Guess what's happening to Dire's bottom tower?
It's kind of like a good range, medium Finger of Death-ish, Laguna Blade-ish ability that has a lower cooldown. So nothing like that at all. But it does afford him quite a lot of damage. Of course, all of it's magical, so if the supports can pick up some magic resistance items, that's never a bad thing against Zeus.
Missing top.
Ender Spirit's gonna fall for the team here. That Viper just doing work this game.
Missing top.
Taking a moment to look at the KDAs on the players here, but you can see the Viper's at 4-1. Earthshaker also at 4-0. What? Highest KDA on team. Nice job, sir. Tip of the hat to you.
Missing top.
Bottom is missing.
Juggernaut now on phase boots.
Missing top.
They've got a ping. Looks like they want to go in on him. Earthshaker looking to zone. Here comes the snowball. Blade Fury to get away from the snowball. A smart play. And that leaves them... Oh, there's a DD. Alchemist is racing for it. Oh, nice deny by the Zeus. Like, if I can't have it, you can't either. That was actually a very smart play. Would not have reached it before Alk.
Don't mind if I do.
I guess that's an inherent advantage of being a ranged hero when chasing runes, huh? Either way, a smart play. Oh, we've got the 2 supports in top lane for Dire. Which is interesting. Swapping up to a tri-lane with Jug. They do need some more power up there because this Tusk and Earthshaker duo is actually playing very strong at the moment. See if A is on 6 yet. Nope. Doing a good job of zoning, or at least cutting off escape paths with his Ice Vortex, though.
Missing top.
That amplifies magic damage where it is, and... Oh, nice. Double kill with an ult. Here comes the follow-up with the Snowball into a Walrus Punch, and that's going to be one more dead hero. 3 down, triple kill for Zeus. Well played. Now we've got 4 Radiant Heroes in top lane. And nothing that Viper can do here other than trade a little attrition, but that's very dangerous against the 4, especially when they can cut off his escape with the Ice Shards and with the Earthshaker Fissure. So a dangerous place to be. I don't think they're going to be afraid to dive him here, especially with Snowball.
5 in a row.
And no path to escape.
How about that?
Here's Dazzle with the Shadow Weave, but this is actually really dangerous for him too. He could die very easily here. Juggernaut with the backup. We've got 2 more TPs coming in. There's a Cold Embrace to slow them down and kill them. Blade Fury will cut them down though.
Missing top.
Disruption from the Earthshaker, and it's going to be a stun and run game here. Jug looking for maybe an Omni Slash, but he's going to eat some tower hits instead and running off back toward the rune spot. So anyway, like I was saying with the AA and the Ice Vortex, that Ice Vortex not only does the magic damage amplification, but also does a slow in its AoE. So it's a good way to slow down the escape path of heroes if they're trying to run away from your team. Which is what he's been doing very well. Radiant's now on the Alk.
Radiant's bottom towers seen better days.
He also has Boots of Travel,
Radiant's
so it's
top
going to be a
towers
split push
take
build.
hits.
I don't think that's a wrong call.
Middle is
I think they
missing.
have a much stronger mid game than
Missing
late game.
top.
So I think if he were actually going to do a farming Alk that built into a late game carry, that would be it would not synergize well with this particular lineup of this team. AA now on 6. Did catch 3 heroes with that. Nice play.
Missing middle.
Missing bottom.
That has got to be my favorite ability in the game.
Radiant's
It's a
bottom
skill shot,
tower
but
ain't a
once you
pretty
get used to it,
sight
it is
right
actually
now.
not that hard to land. At least in my opinion. Here comes Alk, along with the slowdown from the poison. Snowball to get away, but I don't think he's going to make it. Long Snowball brings him back into the fight, and he's going to be cut down in just a second. They went ahead and took their time, putting the damage on the Winter Wyvern,
Brewing at Radiant's
which was smart
bottom
because the
tower.
Cold Embrace was on the other hero. Good teamwork.
Radiant's bottom tower ain't a pretty sight right now.
Looks like they're going to go for this tower now. Bring up Aquila on the push.
There goes Radiant's bottom tower.
And looks like they've got pressure at both mid and bottom now. They're controlling the bottom jungle as well. Good ward placement.
Missing middle.
Anytime you take a fight or take some deep enemy territory, it's great to place a ward and drop it behind. Gives your team so much knowledge about the way that the other team is planning to defend, or where they're going to try to reach out for farm. Juggernaut. Omni Slash is on cooldown. This is pretty dangerous, especially with Zeus coming up. He's going to spin away to avoid the magic damage and the targeting. Dazzle soloing. Gonna see if he can get the Earthshaker. Oh, but Ember is there. He's got to get out. Run, run! Oh, the bolas. He puts down the Shadow Weave, but oh, he's got to shallow grave himself. But that's gonna drop in just a second, and
5 in a row.
gonna fall to that Flame Guard shield thing. The ability on Ember Spirit is kind of like a Radiance, sort of. It's also a magic shield, but they're looking for a kill. Punching the jungle here, willing to invade and take some
You
camps,
know the drill.
which
Radiant's
is actually
bottom
not a
tower
bad
seen
move given
better
that their
days.
own jungle is cut off from them at the moment. What we've got going here,
Radiant's
Alk is going to
bottom
push,
tower ain't a pretty
so he's
sight
playing
right
that
now.
Radiance Boots of Travel split push game. Radiance has to come back to defend. But Alk is already long gone. Now he's willing to just take some jungle camps. Which is nice. AA ult coming in. Gonna hit the Cold Dragon, of course. Why not make him colder, right? There's the TP out from Zeus before he can die to the poison from Viper. Ember will bottle and grab a charge. Looks like Radiance is massing for a fight 2v2. Or maybe just a defense. In the meantime, Alk free farming jungle. Head over to Net Worth and see who's in the lead. Of course it's Alk. You and your Greedle's greed. You greedy bastard. Here comes an ult, and charging a potion. Potion at 3 seconds, hits for a good stun. Oh my. Split with the Manta as well. With that, he'll
Dyer's mid tower can
take the
use a
kill,
little help.
turn around and push. In the meantime, they're going to trade. Radiance is going for the mid
Radiant's
tower
bottom
instead.
tower
Gonna
seems
stay
better
as ult.
days.
Gonna catch 2.
Structure's looking fortified.
Team's coming in looking for a fight now that they can't regen.
Trouble brewing at Radiant's bottom tower.
Got 4 Dire mid. They definitely have the map advantage here.
Radiant's bottom tower ain't a
See if
pretty
they can make
sight
use
right
of it.
now.
Now might be a great time to Roche, but I think that Jug is looking for a kill. Let's see if he can cut off the Ember. There are lots of creeps around, so he can't Omni Slash right here. Here come the Bolas. Bolas have a random... Ooh. Oh,
Radiant's bottom tower's been disarmed.
he's gonna spin, but that's not gonna save him. ult might help. Wasn't able to lead the Ember Spirit back into it. He's gonna Omni Slash. Does get the kill for it. Oh, and the follow-up from Tusk. Here comes the Snowball. He's gonna get the kill off of this too. Walrus Punch? No, Zeus ult.
Dyer's top tower's getting beat
Oh,
down.
Zeus. You and your greedy chaos. I'm just teasing. There's a long potion charge, 2.5 second. Shadow Amulet couldn't save him, so he gets cut down. Man, that fight between Ember Spirit and the
Radiant's top
Juggernaut
tower's
was something
hurting.
else. Both died, but it was close both times.
Radiant's top tower is in bad shape. The Radiant got one last top tower.
That's nice that the Manta Illusions also get the Radiance burn.
Radiant's top tower's hurting.
Okay. So resetting, going back to mid, looking for an advantage, looking for an opportunity to push. Alk is going to go for his ult, and he's looking for Winter Wyvern. Does not check a potion. He's deep in enemy territory, surrounded. He has his Mantas. Ember Spirit is going to use his remnants to get out. Everybody's coming in for this fight. Zeus ults. Looking for team damage, able to nuke down the Ancient Apparition so he's able to get out. Ember Spirit's low. Juggernaut's looking for the kill. Zeus trying to hurt him before he can get him. It's gonna be tight. He's gonna spin so he can't get hurt, but man, Zeus is still at full. As soon as that comes down, he's gonna get nuked right there.
2 down.
He just couldn't jump. It was a good try, but a full health Zeus tailing you is not where you want to be. At least not me. That guy will just throw a lightning bolt up your butt. Speaking of which, doesn't look like he has the cosmetic, but that is really cool if you've seen it. At least I think so. Just carrying a lightning bolt over his shoulder, as Zeus should. Another big item? Yeah, we've got a Octarine Core. Very nice. Still that valuable mango. Good item. Situational. Yeah, it looks like Jug is gonna go Blade Fury now.
The Dire might
It's,
want to find the top tower.
Uh-oh. Run, Dazzle, run! There's no way of really dodging the snowball. Gonna get Walrus punched and killed. And he does Shallow Grave himself. Juggernaut coming in with the save. He's gonna jump. Looking for the Zeus. No! Here comes the spin, but that Cold Embrace. Oh. The A ult coming in. A little bit too late. Zeus ult. Able to turn the fight around. He does fall the Viper. Walrus punch back. Alchemist looking to put on some damage. Winter Wyvern falls. That slow role player against the Tuskar. Cutting off his path of escape in that negative debuff kind of way. Here comes an angry Ember Spirit looking to clean up. Ugh, It's coming back in. Run, A, run! Oh no! But at least the Viper gets away.
Radiant's mid tower's getting banged up.
So these late farm items, we've got the Ember Spirit going for Maelstrom. Not sure if he's going to go full Mjolnir. And we've got the Juggernaut building Battle Fury. 24 minutes? Alright then. Decent stuff.
Radiant's
We'll see how it plays out.
could use a hand.
You do have to love in the teamfight the synergy of the Juggernaut Blade Fury. Because as he jumps around with Omni Slash, or I'm sorry, not Blade Fury, Omni Slash, he does apply a lot of damage.
Regeneration!
And of course, Ember Spirit does love to farm, so... And the late game is, possibly theirs. I would say they all have utility late game. On the Radiant side. Oh, that potion doesn't know where to go! Where is it? Where's the potion? Oh my gosh. Oh, I missed it. I wanted to see where that landed.
Thanks.
Okay then. Healing Ward in tow. The Dire is going to take their early game advantage and push his 5. Radiant ready to defend his 5. This could be a big fight. This could be a make or break one.
Dire's top tower's getting beat down.
Gonna go for the tower. Winter Wyvern's in. Here comes the Ice Shard, zoning, gaining some vision. Potion charging, Winter Wyvern out of position. Maybe? Maybe? It's gonna fall. He does have them attacking their own teammate in the Viper. Lightning Bolt doesn't connect for enough damage, but the ult sure does. Here comes the Snowball going deep against the AA, but the A is already gone. Alchemist looking to turn the fight around. Nope! Charge and run! So a big purple monster eater? What is it? Purple people eater. That's what it is. Anyway. Purple people eater. Transformed and run.
We'll take that!
The tricky thing about a hero like Dazzle is that he's really kind of a hero multiplier. If he's off in a solo lane, one versus, I don't know, carry, offlaner, whatever, he actually can't do a whole lot except shallow grave himself and run. So, hopefully, he'll be able to catch some backup. Somebody will come up here, TP in, help him hold the lane against the Ember Spirit. Otherwise, this is going to be really dangerous. Here comes the TP. Who's it going to be? Who's it going to be? It is Alk! Nice! That's exactly the kind of hero you need to amplify with your skills. Alk charging down the lane, Acid Spray to eat them up with Radiant Burn. Doing that split push thing again. AA looking to grab the rune, but instead gets cut down by the Ember Spirit. Ember Spirit now on the illusion. There comes the ult from Viper. He's gonna dodge it with the Manta. Still gets cut down. Wait, he didn't get Manta. Oh, he popped his illusion rune, of course.
Radiant's top tower taking hits.
Looks like Dire wants all the towers. They're gonna go after this top tower next
Bad shape.
before they take high ground.
One last top tower for the Radiant.
They do have the tools they need to siege. They have the tools they need to get the high ground. Looks like they're gonna rotate around, see if they can take this mid. Mid's only halfway.
Radiant's mid tower's getting banged up.
Halfway up in terms of health. That's gonna fall pretty quick.
Radiant's
Radiant decided to let it go.
What for?
With that, Dire's gonna take some advantage here, take a stack camp. And we'll see if they want a Roche or not, to see if they can take the high ground, or if they're just going to go. Looks like they have enough health.
I'll take that as tribute.
Their hero is 5. Juggernaut does have Battle Fury now, ready for a team fight. Yeah, so I guess they're going to farm for a while. Okay, here comes the Roche.
Haste.
Checking for ward positions here. Making sure that Radiant can't see them coming in for the Roche. Radiant does have a set of wards here, but I don't think that gives them enough vision. I don't think that they... AA might have walked into range of that one ward, but I don't think that was enough
Roche
vision.
is tough, but the Dire's tougher still. The Dire might want to mine their top tower. The Dire went and fortified their structures.
So Juggernaut now on Aegis. About 30 minutes is when that fell.
I am the snowball from Tobo.
So Radiant's wondering where they can get some farm, and which direction the Dire team is going to try to take high ground from. Ember Spirit pushing out to get some farmies. They're going to try to cut him off from behind. He probably has a remnant in back. I didn't see where he put it. So he zips away with the remnant. All the way back to base. Well played. Leaves Alk no targets for his potions. That's such a tricky ability, because if it winds down to 0, of course you stun yourself, and that's never fun. Sorry about the camera control this game. I'm having a little bit trouble with the Reborn borderless window thing. But I'll get it, folks. We'll get it sorted out. So spinning to get away, just for the magic community there. Boots of travel. Alk is going to travel off to a different lane to push. And he's in bottom. So I think Aegis fell at about 30 minutes. He has until about 35 to make use of it. Good play. They're looking for a kill here. And Ember Spirit once again. One of those things, you know, leaving a remnant behind as long as he times it right. If he just hits D, he can fly back to one of them. And it's pretty hard to stop him from doing that. You have to have some great lockdown for him. Long stuns, or mutes, or...
Radiant's top
Is it mutes? I always forget the
taking
difference.
hits.
Anyway, silences, mutes, whatever. Silence works. Something like Axe or Legion Commander also works, sort of. Well-positioned Shadow Weave. Remember, the longer that applies, the more damage, or more armor, it shifts in your favor. Here comes the Potion charging. Potion goes out against Winter Wyvern. Winter Wyvern's stunned, but he's a little bit deep, so it's going to be hard to get to him. Ice Shards come up the zone. Juggernaut going for the Omni Slash.
Radiant's mid-range is taking licking.
Winter Wyvern. Here come the racks. High ground is broken. We have 2 buybacks, Zeus and Earthshaker.
3 down.
This is a do or die fight, I think. If they're not able to stop this push and
7 in a row.
take some sort of advantage, this might be game. A little bit of disruption with the fissure. Here comes Earthshaker. He's going for a one-man Echo Slam. It didn't really do as much damage as anybody would have hoped for, I think. It's unfortunate. He's trying to play a run-and-gun game, but Juggernaut is coming back with the Aegis, and I think this is probably going to be game here.
Radiant's mid-rag didn't make it.
Team's still at full health and almost full mana, and Dire's still pushing up on T4s.
5 in a row.
Winter Wyvern's going to fall. Long buyback times on the team. Or respawn times, rather. They're going to fight for it, though.
Radiant's bottom tower.
That... bold, sir. But, that spin does not save you from the tower, or the fountain damage. Tower or fountain. As a matter of fact, one thing that a lot of people don't realize is that Juggernaut can be right-clicked when he's spinning. So although you can't target him with abilities, you can actually right-click and kill him. If you put out enough damage.
Guess what's happening to Dire's bottom tower? Radiant's bottom.
The disruption, stun and run. Oh, but he's slowed down. There's a cold embrace to try to save him, but just too much incoming damage. In the meantime, Alk going to work on these T4s. Look at that. Full health, full mana. He's just regenning faster than those towers can shoot him down at all.
Radiant's mid tower's
He's just a tower-taking machine this game.
Radiant's mid tower's getting banged up. 8 in a row.
8 in a row. Good lord. Well played, sir.
Radiant's mid tower's coming apart. Radiant's mid tower
Alright,
ain't
they're
doing
going to
so
work.
good.
Fell in the tree.
Radiant's ancient has taken a beating.
Here comes the Aegis.
Looks like Radiant's ancient is getting the Dire.
Well played, guys. Good job to everybody. And, Dire wins. Alright guys, so thanks for watching. If you want to follow me on Twitter, I'm BunnyData there, all one word. And yeah, I hope to see you guys in the next game. Thanks and take care.